methodologies. There are three types of research methodologies: quantitative, qualitative, and critical. What we mean by quantitative methodology is a research philosophy that explains a phenomenon using numerical data, analyze using objective methods of inquiry. The qualitative research methodology, although not clearly defined, points to as a research philosophy that explains a phenomenon using various types of data, numerical and non-numerical data, analyzed using subjective methods of inquiry. The third is the critical research methodology, where that research philosophy explains restrictions placed upon humans in reaching their potential and explains conflicts that are endemic in society. If you look at what each of this research philosophy does, in quantitative research methodology, it uses numerical data and tests a theory. To test that theory, it often obtains a sample from a population that is representative of the population. Through that sample, the quantitative research methodology attempts to generalize the findings of the reality that was uncovered as a singular reality because the sample represents the population. By doing that, it explains the breadth of reality from the sample to a population, from a smaller number that was taken for the investigation into a larger number that is representative of the sample, and generalize that reality. In the qualitative research methodology, it obtains a diverse set of data, numerical and other types of data. The purpose could be various, could test a theory, generate a theory qualitatively, or use a theory to explain the findings. Rather than generalize the findings into a population, it contextualizes the findings, acknowledging that there's no single reality, but there are plural realities. Therefore, it refrains from generalizing findings as a single reality findings. So the qualitative research philosophy explains the nature of reality. The critical research methodology critiques to show the repressions and conflicts that have distorted what the reality should be. It does so by explaining the breadth of reality that is often found by the quantitative research methodology and the nature of reality that is often found by the qualitative research methodology as not real to reap the full potential of humans. But each research methodology has its own limits. In the quantitative research methodology, there's an underlying assumption that the reality or the truth exists due to factors that are autonomous. That can work, that can operate, that can function without human intervention. In the qualitative research methodology, there's an underlying assumption that there are multiple realities that are interdependent upon the researcher, participants, and various other actors, processes, and systems and participants in that investigation. Because of this interdependence, that reality is relative and bound by the context. Because there is more than one reality, then the question arises, which reality is real? Under the critical research methodology, it uncovers repression and conflict and point towards an ideology that can create a reality that will bring out the full potential of humans. So there's an underlying assumption of ideology. An ideology represents an imaginary reality.